How's it going, everybody? I'm the big guy. Welcome to Wrestling Made Simple. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. There have been none before me, and there'll be none after me. Therefore, I am the one and only Jake Covey. And let's get it kicked off. We got the news this week, followed by your Smackdown review. Then we have a review of NXT in Your House, a review of Hell in a Cell, and then a review of Monday Night Raw. My thoughts on it: we have a Money in the Bank review, getting into Money in the Bank season with 2020 Money in the Bank, the top of Titan Tower, ladies and gentlemen. And then we go to my predictions for who I see right now winning Money in the Bank. We, of course, have your drink of the week, followed by a reading from the Book of Rules. And finally, we have the Battle Droid of the week. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen, though, with great news for Sammy Guevara. He has proposed to take Conti in front of the Eiffel Tower. She said yes. Congratulations to the new engaged couple. In keeping the good news flowing, as it appears Ric Flair is doing very well with his training. He says he has lost 17 pounds since his last match. 17 pounds since 2011 is a great way for him to be ready. He's been training with Jay Lethal. He's been getting ready for his new match, and apparently his final match on July 31st. Of course, we all know how it goes. Never say never. Ever. He'll be back in the ring sometime. He'll just make errands out of nowhere. Royal Rumble or something. I imagine he wants his career WWE. And unfortunately, a little sad news. Another top AEW star has been injured. Bryan, unfortunately, has been injured. He went to a match with his knee bothering him. Eventually, in the opening minutes, it goes from his groin. His right leg was pretty much dead on. Despite that, he felt amazing even on one leg. So it's going this time at AEW, which is awesome. But it sucks that he got Kenny Omega, CM Punk now. You got Cody Rhodes with injury. All these now with injury, not just in AEW but in WWE. Sucks to see. This summer was going the best summers of wrestling we had seen. We will summer of Punk V2 apparently. What people are saying, I don't see it, but that's. And then you have Cody Rhodes, who was the favorite to bank, who now will probably be out 5 to 6 months, unless he pulls a Cena and is back in 4 months with torn pectoral muscle. I'll get more into that though. Hell in a Cell review. But first, let's get to Smackdown. I'm kicking off with the New Day in the ring with Drew McIntyre. They gave him some new gear. The Big D called it. He held up some trunks with Big D on the back to signify that he is replacing E. He's just filling in while Big E is here, and hopefully he gets back in the ring soon. For those of you who don't know, Big E was dealing with a terrible broken neck injury, so hopefully he gets back as soon as he. The Brawling Brutes then come out and challenge them to the match. The Brawling Brutes did end up winning in an okay man tag team match. I hope this storyline starts to drift off soon, because I wasn't a fan of it when I first started off, and I'm definitely a fan of it now. So I hope it ends very, very soon. We then got Matt Free in the backstage segment with Adam Pearce is talking on the phone, and Free made him hang up. It was funny to see LA Knight in this situation. I really do like LA Knight, promo guy, and I really hope he use him to help elevate other talent along with elevating LA Knight, or now Max Dupree. He announced that he will be doing his brand new first client next week, Smackdown, this Friday. So hopefully it's a cool one. Apparently the talk is it's going to be the former Dijakovic from NXT and Retribution. Hopefully, the big push that he needs to become a main roster success. After this, Jinder Mahal versus Humberto of Los Lothar. Jinder Mahal was able to pick up the win. A little hard fought match, but as it should have been. Shanky on the outside, causing a kind of distraction by dancing with the ring announcer, and I don't know what's going on. If this is his gimmick, I'm very for Shanky because he's a very tough guy, and I just don't get this gimmick. John, try and take it away.
I get it.
I don't get it.
We then got Natalia in a. We'll make it sure. 6-pack challenge. I want to make it right. 6-pack challenge against Aaliyah, Shotzi, Xia Li, Shayna Baszler, Raquel Rodriguez, and Natalia to become the number 1 contender for the Smackdown Women's Championship. It was a very good, hard-fought match. I really do like it when they go with the multi-man match that's not a tag team match, because that is utter chaos. I like a little bit of chaos. Like the elimination will always be my favorite match type besides Hell in a Cell, because it's just chaos. The Royal Rumble, you don't know who's coming in next. You got 30-man. You don't know how long it's gonna go. You got the Elimination Chamber. It's that. Hey, these are 6 men, but you don't know when out. You don't know how they're coming out. You don't know how they're gonna destroy their opponents. I really do like Elimination Chamber because of that. So I think Challenge is the perfect version of that. I think six people in the ring is perfect, and that's why I don't like Rumble that much. I love the Raw Rumble. Don't get me wrong, match, but it's just too at one time. Elimination can only be 6. Royal Rumble could go up to 10, in my opinion. But Natalia was able to pick a win. Everyone looked strong in this match. Everyone fought hard. Really liked that. Natalia up the win was awesome to see. Now we get Natalia versus Ronda Rousey, which I am looking forward to. For those of you who don't remember, when Ronda Rousey first came to WWE at WrestleMania 5, she was actually trained by Natalia. So, Master versus Doing in this one, we finally get the HBK Daniel Bryan. And I'm not saying Daniel Bryan by any means. Natalia's amazing, but no one here in this match is Bryan, and no one here in this match is HBK as a comparison, as you will. We then got Happy Corbin saying he'd give Madcap Moss one more chance if he got on his knees and came back and begged for his job. Madcap Moss did a awesome pose coming to the ambulance. Happy Corbin tried to cap Moss in the ring when he popped the Andre Giant Battle Royal trophy on the neck, and he succeeded. The man he knew that Moss is dead. Here to end Corbin. They then had Happy Corbin was able to win. Cap hit Corbin with a steel chair and ran backstage, and it was announced by Adam Pearce. Happy Corbin, Madcap Moss will have a match at Hell, and it will be no holds barred. I got really excited for this match, and I lived up to my expectations. And I'll get Hell in a Cell. We then got Ricochet versus Gunther announced for next week. I'm very this match. This could be a really good match. Ricochet clashing of styles, high flying brawler. I'm really excited for this match. In your main event, you got the Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the undisputed WWE Team Championships, and it was a banger, ladies and gentlemen. Tell you what, these four got off. Unfortunately, there would be a kayfabe injury gay in the beginning of the match and tried to do his best and actually almost fucking thing. I was shocked. What a great performance by Ray. He is winning me over on every week. I'm not a fan of Riddle to start off the start of his career, and he turned me around so fast. I'm in shock. Riddle almost won. Unfortunately, he did end up in the match when Sami Zayn had Roman Reigns music in the back of the truck. That was very smart by Sami Zayn. The Usos then hit the Usos. So split 1, 2, 3. They Riddle and Nakamura, technically just Riddle, in their match to retain. Great match, great smack. Go home show. Made me excited for Hell in a Cell when they announced that match, because it actually was the only match on Hell in a Cell that was from the Smackdown. There were no Smackdown matches except for the Madcap Austin Baron. So they did their best to promote it while staying on their side of the show. So bravo to Smackdown. Now, every time I'm into your house and I tell you, hey, here's how I think of wrestling, let's go into In Your House in NXT. NXT In Your House was actually a very fun pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. There was one match I wasn't excited for, and I knew how it happened. I'm very thankful it ended that way. But besides that, this was a very good of wrestling, in my opinion. Very good in a week of wrestling. We started In Your House with the losing team will have to join the team stable. Basically, it was Los de Fantasma versus Tony D'Angelo's stable. They've given, the name escapes me. It's kind of a really weird one. Legado de Fantasma versus Tony D'Angelo's crew. Whoever wins, the other team join. This six-man tag was fun. Because they basically just let them do what they... There was times when you're like, oh, the refs got to go for the DQ, but the refs kind of like, hey, I'm just letting them fight. I'm going to do what they need to do in this ring. And I enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. I thought it was awesome. Legado de Fantasma put up an amazing fight, and right low, I believe it was Electra Lopez. Yes, Electra Lopez slid Brass Knuckles to... yes, she tried to slide to Santos Escobar, but she missed. Santos Escobar was ready to go. As he got Knuckles, Tony D'Angelo kind of stole him away. You had him going for his crow, but unfortunately, I believe it was Joaquin Wilde stole the crowbar away and hit Troy two dimes with it, and then you had Tony D'Angelo was able to use Knuckles, knocked out Joaquin Wilde, and it was very funny because you had actually pushed two dimes onto Wild, the pin, and the win. Legado de Fantasma is now part of Tony D'Angelo's crew. Very funny to see. I was very shocked by that. It was a great way to kind of say okay, like Fantasma, maybe now they're going to get Santos Escobar call up to the main roster. I think he's ready. I think he'd be an amazing luchador and have amazing feuds. But there's still a lot that he could do in NXT, and I'm excited to see where it goes. At the same time, still have a lot left in the tank. We then got your NXT Tag Team Championship match: Toxic Attraction versus Katana Chance. I'm making sure I'm saying it right. Carter. Great fun match. Every move. JC Jane was part of this match. I'll just say that right there. JC Jane fucking hard out. Don't get me hard out. Gigi Dolan and everybody else in that match did amazing, but it seemed like every move Jane just tore the house down. I can't even go into words what she did because I can't describe perfectly. I can't. But JC Jane were able to pick up the win over Jensen Carter, retain their titles. Very good match. So far, we're 2 matches into a 6th match, and I'm enjoying matches. We then got Carmelo Hayes, Cameron Grimes for the North American champ. This match all fall finishes. Grimes trying to go over Trick Williams on the outside, causing Grimes moves. He finally hits a cave-in on Trick Williams, and then Carmelo Hayes call his shot. He takes down Cameron Grimes. Hits his top rope finish. 1-3, you have a new American champion. Very match. I really love this title change. I love Cameron Grimes having sucks. They lost it so quick. But I wish I wish it was just a little longer with his. Besides that, great match. I got no problem with them. We then the women's championship match. Mandy Rose defending against Wendy Chu. This was the match that left a sour taste in my mouth. Show. And it's not either woman didn't perform. It just, I don't like Chu's gimmick. I feel like gimmick brought this match down. Performer, terrible gimmick. It just left so much. I'm like, what the fuck were they thinking with this? Yet Wendy Chu trying to be a number contender. I completely understand that. Dakota Kai is gone. She feels that toxic attraction is her release, but I don't know. It's just she needs something else. Needs a better, different gimmick. Because there was no point in this. Like, oh, Wendy Chu, I could see her as NXT Women's Champion. I can that, and I could see it every woman roster. I could see, okay, she could be Women's Champion. Definitely. I can't see that for Wendy. I don't know. But Mandy Rose retains. Great job of Rose to try to salvage this match, but there was a lot left to be desired. We then go to your NXT Tag Championship match. The Creed brothers, the champions, pretty deadly. If the Creed lose, they must have in mind. And this match had it all. False finishes. The Creed brothers' dad and mom were actually at ringside. That would lead into the finish where Pretty Deadly would try to use the tag team champion to pick up the win. One of the members would hide it in, and it would go his teammate, and it would go in the hands, I believe, of Brutus Creed, and he would look down and he'd be like, "I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him." And then he looks over and sees his dad, and he's like, I guess it's do the right thing. And he hands the ref the belt. They end up actually hitting. They end up actually winning the match. Crews are your new NXT Tag Team Champions match. I really enjoyed it. Bravo to them. Because I'm not a tag team wrestling fan. I'm basically a young McMahon of I-Team Wrestling guy. Match made me really enjoy tag team wrestling. So, very, very, very good on the Creed brothers and Pretty Deadly. Finally, in your NXT Championship match, we have Braun Breaker versus his challenger Joe Gacy. And if Breaker is qualified, he will lose the NXT Championship. Now, one of the parts I loved about this match was you guys on the outside. And I've tweeted about it. If you follow me on Twitter, go ahead on Jacoby at Jacoby underscore WWMS. You'll actually see tweeting about this of, I think, because I believe they're with Impact anymore. Or Finn Balor had some tweets, everybody had a couple tweets of WWE talking about Cole and Anderson. Now, if they are with Impact, I could be wrong. They still could be signed, but I believe their contracts have run out. And this team did use a Magular. Just saying, the two guys, you have one giant guy and one kind of short guy. Just saying. I'm just. Anyway, Gacy put on a great performance against Braun Breaker. I didn't like Joe Gacy when he came to Holland, but I like him now with these guys. Don't get me wrong. I hope that Holland, wherever he is, gonna have success on the independent. I just don't think he was meant for it at the time. I think if he were to come back a little later in his career with a little more experience, I think he a way better success story. And I don't think he was the right guy to sell with Gacy. I think he was the guy who you want to have a mouthpiece for, having Brock Lesnar type guy of just going through being like, all right, I'm just gonna beat you. That's it. So wherever Harlan is, I hope he's doing great. I like Joey Gacy. I like now way more than I liked him with. So you have Joe Gacy fighting, doing everything he can, sliding in a steel get Breaker to use it on him, and Breaker puts him over to the top. Joe Gacy lands on him like, all right, what now? Breaker take off like a fucking locomotive. Spears Gacy apron. Gacy flies about 10 into the announcer's table. My God, I'm watching that and I jumped down I just went, holy fuck, that killed him. I was literally like JR after Mick Foley going off the cell. That killed him. As God is my witness, he is broken in half. Because I think that broke Gacy in half. After that, he was able to get back in the ring, just count of 10. Breaker pin. Gacy kick out. You have your go for the turn again. The ref's like, hey, this is disqualified. Don't do it. Gacy pull off the Eddie Guerrero trick. Bang! Throw Breaker the chair. Breaker's like, oh. The ref goes to disqualify. Right as he's about to do it, another referee comes out and actually says, hey, no, he didn't hit him. He didn't hit him. Oh, blood. Eddie Guerrero was just like, dude, what the fuck? That's the move. No other ref supposed to come in. That's the move. That pissed me off a little bit. That's kind of just the point of that, but oh well. Anyway, Gacy, as the back is turned, hits a low blow on goes to pin him, kicks out. Breaker ends the match with a spear, picks up the win. Breaker is still NXT. So bravo to Braun Breaker. NXT in your house had one bad match. And the rest were all very fun, very good matches, enjoyable matches. Great job by NXT and so WWE for the weekend are really picking up very fun, making it enjoyable for this week. Let's move on to Hell in a Cell, gentlemen. Now, Hell in a Cell on the kickoff announced Cody Rhodes has suffered a two-pack at the hands of Seth during the beating down on Raw. Apparently, he's part of it on Raw. The other part was he was lifting weights and tore it off the bone completely. Now, this is the same injury Triple H suffered, the same injury Cena suffered, the same injury Randy Orton suffered. I've seen a lot of people go through this injury. I hope Cody Rhodes gets to come and be as strong as ever, but it's gonna take a while. 4 to recovery time for him. He might be back for if it's a real injury. I don't know. It kicked off with the Raw Women's Championship match. Bianca Belair defending against Becky Lynch in a triple threat match. Amazing match. Everyone hit their finisher. Everybody was going for broke. What was Hell in a Cell was a match of the night. This one was great match to the ladies. Becky Lynch goes for the manhandle slam. Bianca Belair comes in, through out of the ring, pins on 2-3. Bianca Belair retains her title, pulling a move out of Becky Lynch's book to Bianca Belair. After this, we got the handicap match of Bobby Lashley versus Almas and MVP. For the match, Cedric Alexander tried to go to MVP, said, "Hey, if you need me, I'm here." MVP basically just said, "Oh, no, we're done. We are done. We have no alliance anymore. Hurt Business is dead. You're dead. Goodbye." And walks away. Bobby Lashley was on the offensive the whole match. Everyone's trying to crap out of him. And then Cedric Alexander comes in and tries to hit a top rope splash on Omos. Distracts Omos long enough for Bobby Lashley. Spear on him. He locks in, knock on MVP. MVP taps out. Now, I've heard people say, and watching it, I could get confused. Cedric Alexander not trying to get involved for Omos and MVP. He was trying to get involved just to get his revenge on an MVP, so that was cool to see. It's cool to see him help out Bobby Lashley and maybe the babyface run for him, maybe the United States champ picture. Hopefully he doesn't get slid back into 24/7 champ picture. Hopefully he gets an actual mid-card. We got Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel. Kevin Owens for weeks been saying he's Elias. Ezekiel's denying, saying he is Elias' younger brother, and it's just, it was, I like the story behind it, but these two amazing match, Ezekiel came out strong, hitting Owens with everything he had, immediately going for the pin. Owens got a 2. And then these two just went to town, fighting. Owens hits a pop-up power bomb, finally gets the center. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens wins the match. Very good match between these two. I really like the chemistry these two have. It's funny because Corey Graves pointed in. Kevin Owens came in. His first match was against Elias in NXT. It's cool to see these two kind of just be like, okay, let's just see if we can capture that match in a bottle once again. Don't like the storyline, like the match. Bravo these matches. We then got Judgment Day versus AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Morgan. Very good match. Don't like 6-man tags, but it added something. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley were involved. By the way, Ripley apparently lost her ring gear, and she had to come out in trunks. I liked this. I thought it was cool. I liked her new look. I actually prefer it over her other look. I thought the purple trunks were actually very cool. Just my Finn Balor went for the coup de grace on Edge. Rhea Ripley gets in the ring and herself in front of Edge. And Finn Balor staring like, what the hell? He pulls him down. Edge hits a spear. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor. The Judgment Day pick up the. I'll get more of that in my Raw review. Keep you guys focused. Gotta keep you guys happy. After this, we got the no holds barred cat. Madcap Moss versus Happy Corbin, which was basically a chairs match. That was all that was involved. The steel chip hits, everything going on through the match. The story we were able to tell was amazing. A Magos finally triumphing. Happy Corbin, his boss, finally getting what he needs. Vindication of beating Max and putting him away. Corbin and putting him away. Max boss picks up the win in this match. Very good, very happy. Enjoyed this match. Very exciting. After this, we got the United States Champion match. By the way, I want to point out this was in Chicago, in Mustafa Ali's hometown. Theory versus the hometown boy Mustafa Ali. And these two have a great match. Mustafa goes for a top rope splash on Theory. He misses his knee. Theory then hits a block. Theory then hits the down right on Theory. 1, 2, 3. Retains the very exciting match. I want to say now, this show was very good. I'm enjoying what's going on. No. WWE put on an amazing show, and the main event tells the tale. Seth and Cody Rhodes. Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes V3. Inside Hell, Cody Rhodes has decided he want to perform, and he perform with torn pec. Those of you who think this is fake, and I'm one of them. I thought the way Cody Rhodes came out on Raw tonight, but he's off his jacket and dude, it looked like injury from Crown Jewel against the Brothers of Destruction. You could see purple, the terrible injury in this, going down the arm, going down the bicep, the whole quad torn up bone. I mean, oh my god. I tweeted it. I said this guy is either the toughest guy ever, or he. Either way, he has it in spades. I'm going with toughest motherfucker ever. That's where a legend is born. Legends are born in this. And Seth Rollins came out in Dusty Rhodes, polka dots, which was awesome. Games I loved. And everything to a T. Cody Rhodes putting Seth through it. You had the cowbell come out, him hitting Seth that. Then you had Seth Rollins to the ring, pulling out the weight belt. Cody's weight belt, is it? No, to Seth Rollins' visionary weight belt. I loved it. Fun, a match. Rhodes hits Crossroads. Seth hits Crossroads. Cody hits a pedigree. Seth hits a... Everything happened in this match happened. Seth attacking the shoulder, attacking the torn. That's what makes me think. That makes me think it'll work. I don't think they will let him do that, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong many a time. Amazing match. Cody finally hits Crossroads, picks up the win. Oh my god! Beautiful match. Telling to sell. It was awesome. I can't sing at the card, and none of these matches were bad. They were all great. I enjoy single one of them. So far, WWE's for 3. They have hit every single one out of the park this week. Then Monday Night Raw. This was a triple, not a home. Because there were where I'm like, okay, this is bad. At the same time, it wasn't really anyone's fault. It's just stupid for reasons of. Cody Rhodes came out. Fans chant, "Thank Cody." Cody said, "When his daughter is older, and wants to show her this match, let her see what true toughness is, and what Rhodes means." You know. That was awesome. He then looks up and says, "The bank has led me my whole career." maybe, just maybe, I can make the climb up. That's what makes me think. It's if he comes back and performs the Money in the Bank, there's no way this injury is real. If he doesn't show up again, maybe till TLC Royal Rumble, and this injury is completely real. But I think it's fake. I completely agree. I could see it being fake. Rollins then came out and said he doesn't like Cody Rhodes, but he earned his respect, and all he wants to do is shake his hand. They shake hands. Seth said he probably isn't the best guy to say it, but is. Dusty is very, very proud of his baby right now. They shook hands, left the ring, and as Cody is posing on top of the ramp, Seth Rollins comes out with a hammer once again. And this made a big part in Hell in a Cell. For those of you who don't know, AEW Double or Nothing, one of the biggest shows in the right now. At the original Nothing, Cody Rhodes smash. Triple H just throws the sledgehammer, so they kind of use that as part of this feud. Someone's hit Cody Rhodes in the back, sledgehammer. Cody Rhodes falls down. Seth Rollins keeps attacking that torn, keeps beating the crap torn pec. Cody Rhodes refused to get onto a stretcher. Finally, Seth Rollins goes to the back, and Cody walks out of the arena. I see that by Cody Rhodes, but there's still, I'm still looking at just how the fuck Rhodes even gonna try and make it to, if he does. It could be a little thing for fans of, okay, yeah, he wants to do it. You guys understand why he can't. We then got a match between Becky Lynch and Brooke, but as the match was going up, Akira Tozawa ran into the ring. Dana Brooke then pinned him to win the new 24/7 champion. And Becky Lynch says, "No, this isn't happening. No more people are winning championships in my matches but me. So we're going to this match for a 7 championship. I don't want Becky Lynch is in the 27 championship picture. To this part of the match, this is part of Raw in my opinion. She comes out, she's fired. Asuka then comes out for to interfere. Is Asuka a healer? I know Becky Lynch is supposed to be one of the big in Raw, but still, how many times can you interfere without being a heel? Stops Becky from. I'm trying to remember exactly how it went. Becky went for the manhandle slam. Dana Brooke reverses it, pulls Becky up. Asuka leg, costing Becky Lynch the 24/7 champ. So again, face or heel. How Becky Lynch ends up losing in the match. Dana Brooke retains her title. Very big for Dana Brooke. We announced that John Cena will make his return to Raw, and I'm guessing the kickoff is for Theory on June 27th and 7th in Texas. So I'm guessing he's kicking off a feud with Austin Theory for United States Champion. I would love to see that. The Miz and Maurice holding a premiere party season of Miz and Mrs. Bow. First few episodes, it was very funny. I enjoyed it. Funny. I think that's the difference between all the reality shows and them. They're just enjoy it. I don't really enjoy reality shows, but there's something about this one that makes me. I don't know why. Riddle then came out and challenged the Miz to a match, saying Miz has very small balls. To Maurice then said, my husband had above average balls. That was a very stupid in-ring segment. And then they had a match. Riddle tore off the Miz's pants to reveal his boxer shorts. Oh God. Isn't that more than the Miz usually win WWE in the ring? The Miz was covering up balls for some reason. I thought that was so stupid. Riddle then picks up the. And the crowd, you got tiny balls. You got tiny balls. Very funny, hilarious, but at the same time, a bit. You then got the Street Profits versus the Usos in a Champions Contender match. The Street Profits were able to pick up, and after they won count out. Very good match, and not mad at it. I thought it actually worked. Of Montez Ford nailing, I believe it was Jay, over the top of his area, and he was just able to beat the count, get back into the ring. So now they have a champion. The Street Profits have a match with the Usos somewhere down the road, probably Money in the Bank. You then got Bobby out saying it's his time. He's ready to go back for the WWE Championship. And then Theory came out saying no one about him. What are you doing in my? And Bobby Lashley said, "Listen, kid, why don't we have a match for your United States Championship right now?" Theory then laughed at Lashley and said he doesn't deserve a title match, but began and tried taking a selfie, but lashed him out of the ring. Maybe this will be for you going into Money in the Bank, and then you will have Theory go into his feud with John Cena for the United States Championship, or maybe it'll turn into Bobby Lashley beating Theory to qualify for Money in the Bank. I just see Bobby Lashley Money in the Bank ladder match. He is a good win. See him in the match. We then got Veer Mahan versus Dominic Mysterio. Veer Mahan was able to beat Dominic after a DQ. Ray got involved right before Veer Mahan was able to lock mission hold, and very good match. Fun little thing to see. I like this feud that it's going because it's really pushing Mahan up to a different level. I like where it's going. After this, you got Judgment Day announcing their newest member of the group. Edge praises Rhea and Damian, saying they have both grown so much by listening to him. And they announced their new member, Finn Balor. Finn Balor is now a member of Judgment Day. I was shocked by this. I wasn't shocked as much as I should have been by what happened next though. Finn Balor says he's very happy to be part of Judgment Day after he saw Rhea was take the hit for Edge. Damian Priest says, Edge, there's nothing holding back now. You've done an amazing job. There's nothing holding us back except you. Damian then attacks the Judgment Day, attacks Edge completely, beating the shit out of him. They lock in a submission hold with the chair. They hit a concerto Edge. Finn is the new leader of Judgment Day, and Edge is no longer a member. Edge is gone. Holy fuck, we no longer have Edge in Judgment. My God. Again, shocked by this, but the second Damian started talking on the mic after Finn, oh no, not to kick Edge out of Judgment Day. Which is kind of what I wanted. I'm very happy that he'll be on TV all the time now. He's a famer, and he like on there every day. I'm very happy he's back in the ring, but he shouldn't be on there all the time. He then got Omos versus Cedric Alexander in a 1-2 match. He hit a choke slam on Alexander, and that was it. After that, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode made their return to Raw. They haven't them since WrestleMania, basically. The day before WrestleMania at NXT over. So Dolph Ziggler came and actually hit a super kick on MVP. This is going to be a new feud of the Dirty Dogs versus MVP and Omos. I like it. You then got Ezekiel versus Otis in a nice match. Ezekiel able to pick up the win and roll up And then he came out and said, Kevin, I've been too zeked out last time, but I'm for a rematch. Kevin Owens came out and said, I'll give a match if you announce you are. Ezekiel said, all right, got me. Yep, okay, I am. And Kevin Owens then said, no, I want you to say the full thing. He's, I admit my name is a lie. And Kevin Owens starts celebrating, and Ezekiel says, I can't believe you bought. Okay, we got our rematch. By the way, my name isn't a lie. It's Ezekiel. I just took a page from your book. I thought that was very funny. With your main event in a fatal four-way Doudrop win, Little Miss Bliss. I'm saying reason for my long-term listeners. For those who don't, I have a in my room. So time I say Little Miss Bliss's first name, Bates versus Rhea Ripley. Very good contenders match. Everyone getting to look strong. I really didn't want Little Miss Bliss or Liv to win this match. I was very happy and down the Rhea versus Doudrop. Ends up picking up Doudrop, hitting side. By the way, Rhea has new music and a new graphic for the new Judgment Day graphic, which looks amazing. If you haven't seen, Google it. It looks unbelievable. Rhea Ripley picks up the win, and she will face Bianca Belair at Money in the Bank 2022. Very good role. Was the least powerful show of the week in WWE, but still a great week for WWE. They hit 3 home runs and a triple. That's what I'm calling it. I really enjoyed this. Really got me excited for WWE going further, especially with returning talent. Cesaro has apparently is returning to WWE, and the talk is Wyatt will return to WWE. If those two rumors are true, I will be ecstatic with WWE summer. Now here are my predictions. I'm just gonna say that for my bank. I've got my two predictions. I think is gonna win Money Bank. I think Rollins is winning the men's match right now, and I think Liv Morgan is gonna win this match right now. And I think Seth Rollins is gonna cash in on Reigns. It's gonna lead to a amazing match between Seth Roman at SummerSlam. Gonna pick up the win the Universal Championship, and go on to WrestleMania, where he will defend it. Cody Rhodes, which also opens the opportunity for The Rock to come back and have a match with Roman Reigns. Because what was that match going to be about anyway? Was it going to be about the Universal Championship? The Rock trying to Universal Championship? There's no chance he wins that. He could beat and then just say, okay, I'm going back to Hollywood. But why would they have they don't need the Universal Championship. So I see Seth Rollins winning it. Cody comes back. Rumble wins the Royal Rumble, and they have the Universal Championship at WrestleMania. And Seth and Cody have a great match. Cody wins it at WrestleMania, so that's why I see Seth winning the men's bank. As for Liv, I see Rhea Ripley beating Bianca Belair and get Liv Morgan announcing cashing in versus her old tag team partner who betrayed her. Beautiful match, storytelling. Liv finally gets her big title win over her tag team that left her in the dust. Any questions? I guess the reason I don't book for WWE is there. Let's move to your WWE Money in the Bank review at 2020. This was a really cool. Climbing the corporate ladder is worth the reward. Amazing fun different take on Money in the Bank. It would be again, we would have this in the pandemic era, so they were trying to think of ways for WWE to move their pay-per-views pandemic era before the Thunderdome. We would have a pre-show match between Jeff Hardy and a great match. Jeff Hardy would pick up in a 13-minute. We would then get a full 4 tag team match for the WWE Smackdown Tag Team Championships. The New Day, Big E, and Kofi, because Xavier Woods was on the shelf mending, I believe it was a torn ACL at the time. You would then have the Forgotten Sons, remember them, Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake, with Jackson Riker outside versus John Morrison, the Miz, Morrison, hey, ho, ho, versus Lucha House Party of Graham and Lindsay Dorado in a 12K match. Nothing made me go in this match except for the New Day picking up the win in the 12-minute, retain their titles. We then get R-Truth versus Bobby Lashley. By the way, these are all in the show except for the Jeff Hardy and Cesaro match. Bobby Lashley's R-Truth in a singles match. Originally, it was supposed to be MVP versus R-Truth, but they were very new to Bobby Lashley and MVP kind of collaboration at the time. They were not fully together yet, but they would become later on. Bobby Lashley would squash R-Truth in the 40, hitting a spear on R-Truth. 1, 2, 3. Bobby Lashley picks up the win. After this, you would get Bayley versus Tamina in a 10-minute match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley was defending her title with Sasha on the outside. The Golden Rule starting to get more involved and really starting to become more of the women's champions they would become. Bayley would pick up the win after going up to Cena and to go to attack Bayley after the match. Sasha Banks would chop Tamina and would beat the shit out of her, handing the title to Bayley. Bayley, okay, not great, but still okay match. You would Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt Universal Championship. Now this is not the Fiend Bray Wyatt. This is Bray Wyatt, Mr. Rogers Bray Wyatt. Very good match. Told a story here with Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre all together, with Braun and Bray Wyatt through their tumultuative history together. So I don't know. Fuck it. New word. Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt having told a good story. Braun Strowman being the black sheep. Bray Wyatt really bringing WWE, and again, did a great job. I did enjoy this match. Very fun. Braun Strowman will pick up the win after hitting a running power slam on Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt stares at the camera as you have pictures of the fitting in video package of the feed. Then you get a video package where at the time the Smackdown hacker revealed true stage. He revealed everything, like people's phones, hack cameras, just like, okay, listen, these are the people who are lying, these are the people who are truth. Remember that for Mustafa Ali, God, it could have been a big thing, but WWE never turned anything. We then got Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre's first title defense after WrestleMania 36. Seth Rollins being the perfect villain, he's coming out saying he's doing this for a distinctive party, he's doing this for a good reason, and Drew knows why. Drew McIntyre actually Claymore Buddy Murphy before the show. I believe it was he would Claymore him during the contract signing. Then Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre would have a match. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre could have performance from them. Enjoyable match, was a great way to establish McIntyre coming out of wrestling after defeating Brock Lesnar. Oh, now it's time. Money in the Bank. The corporate ladder match. What people wouldn't know is this may actually be for the Raw Women's Championship, as Becky Lynch would give the Raw Women's Championship to the winner because she went off to have her baby. You would have Asuka, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, Nia Jax, and Shayna Baszler inside. Having the men's side, Otis, AJ Styles, Aleister Black, Daniel Bryan, King Corbin, and Rey Mysterio. Now, for those of you who watch this pay-per-view, the Money in the Bank is hung above the ring. People try to climb, and it's all just ladders in a ring. Not this year. Trying something, because again, it is the pan. The briefcase were on top of Titan Tower. They were on top of WWE headquarters. So, what do? They have them fight throughout the building. You people like... I remember exactly, you had Brother Love show up in the bathroom. You had someone who never played Doink the Clown hiding behind her. You had Stephanie McMahon up in the Money in the Bank boardroom. The Money in the Bank meeting room. Saying to the Dana Brooke, hey, you did Money in the Bank. This is the conference room. The real briefcase is on the roof. You had Vince McMahon show up as AJ Styles, and Dan fought throughout his office and say, "Get out!" AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan fix his office. Start making fun of each other while you were couch. And Daniel Bryan says, "You were the one who suggested we fix everything." And AJ Styles goes, "Yeah, didn't I?" You had Paul Heyman for some reason being a buffet of food. Now, these guys would all brawl to the roof. They all knew it was on the roof. And Asuka was able to get in an elevator. She got up at one level. Why the hell do you get off the elevator? The elevator, go all the way to the top. The top as far as... Now, people are probably going to say, Jake, that's probably as far as it went. You think Vince McMahon is walking up the stairs? He's probably to top floor. He's just sitting there going, all right, elevator there, second to top. All right. Up, here I am. That's what I would have done. The whole match would have just been me in the elevator. Just looking at my watch. Elevator music playing in the background, just enjoying life. Oh, look, I'm almost at the top floor. Oh, I'm at the top floor. Okay, I guess I'll go to the roof. One flight of stairs, no problem. Oh, look, I'm at the roof. It's up here yet, because they all took this. Oh, would you look at that ladder in the ring? Mr. Money in the Bank. Now they were trying to be cool about that. They were trying amazing matches. It was a swing and a miss for WWE. This Asuka would win the Money in the Bank. She would then get told that, hey, you are our women's champion. By the way, Asuka's gimmick at the time, she was just crazy and dancing, which has been her gimmick ever since. This gimmick, I don't know why they do it for her. And who would win the men's money? Well, AJ Styles and Baron Corbin at the time would be fighting for the briefcase. Elias, who was in a feud, Baron Corbin at the time, would come out. Baron in the back with the guitar would fall down. AJ would fumble the case. Oh my God! Drop it! Who catch Otis? Otis would never cash in. However, he would lose the contract to the Miz. But it was a great moment of him posing with it, saying, "Oh, Mandy, I did it." Very weird pay-per-view. There were some matches where like great, amazing parts, but at the same time they had this fake Money in the Bank championship. Ugh. It left its part, leaves a sour taste in my mouth. The rest of the show, very good. Ignore Money in the Bank, and you have a fun match. You have a very fun. Don't get me wrong. If you look comedy, hey, this is funny. Watching the Bank 2020, the main match, it's different. Kudos to WWE trying something new. It didn't work. Just. Well, that's the end of the review, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to your drink week. In honor of Ric Flair, the flaming four horsemen of the apocalypse shot. You're getting half an ounce of Jack Daniels, half an ounce of Jimmy whiskey, half an ounce of Johnny Walker Black Scotch whiskey, and 1/4 of an Jameson Irish whiskey, a splash of of 1 proof rum on top. There you go. Pour these liquids a shot and very carefully, serving spoon to layer the 151 on top. Take a lighter and ignite that shot, and you have a flaming four horsemen apocalypse shot. Blow out the shot before taking it. Make sure you give it plenty of time so it doesn't melt before you take the shot. Do not drink and drive responsibly. Do not drink if you are under 1, and do not overconsume. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your drink of the week. Let's move on to a reading from the Book of Rules. Y2J, money in the bay. A briefcase containing a WWE World Heavyweight Championship is suspended above the ring. The superstar who won hooks the base is the winner, and is in Mr. Bank or Mrs. Money in the Bank. A reading from the Book of Rules. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for everybody's favorite segment, the Battle Droid of the Week. I alluded to the NXT in Your House review. Wendy Chu, ladies and just the Battle Droid of the week, because of her performance, but because of her gimmick. She needs something better. She needs to be able to perform better than this. It leaves me thinking, what the fuck is there for her? You know, I see so much more than this. And it's just, oh yeah, I'm just gonna put people and wear ones all the time. It kind of pisses me off. That's the idea. So Wendy Chu, congratulations. You are the Droid of the Week.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening. We have kicked off the road to Bank. It looks like it's going to be a fun one. Please enjoy wrestling this. Thank you very much for listening. I have been Jake Colby, and thank you for listening to Wrestling Made Simple.